This is 7th grade Module 6, Lesson 8. We are skipping Lesson 7 just because it's not our standard. So we're jumping right in here to 8. So make sure you have your protractor or ruler with you, actually a protractor and ruler, because you will be measuring angles and you will be using the ruler to measure the sides. All right. So predict how many right angles are drawn in class and identical to the triangle you have drawn. All right, so what we're doing here is use your protractor and the ruler and make a right triangle. Now, again, I'm on a tablet, so mine's not going to be perfectly drawn to scale here, but I need yours to be. So I'm going to draw a right triangle. Right triangle just means it incorporates a right angle somehow. I'm going to put my right square in there, and I'm going to label it D, E, F. Now predict how many of the right triangles drawn in class are identical to yours. So what I want you to do is talk to your neighbor and find out how many people also drew it the same size as yours. If you're watching this video at home, you can kind of skip that part. B, how many of the right triangles drawn in class were identical to the ones you drew? Okay, this is where you're going to state your answer. And again, if you're at home, just write at home, skip. All right, let's do the next one. Number 2, we have the following 3 side lengths, A, B, C, for triangle ABC. We're going to not use our compass. We're just going to use a ruler, okay? And I want you to measure each of these lines. All right, so the longest side has been copied for you already. So what you want to do is measure each of these with your ruler or your protractor side that has the ruler, and then create a triangle with it. So AC's already been put here, so whatever you get down here for AC, just go ahead and put that measurement right here. And then you're going to move these two around to fit where they can all come together and form a triangle. All right, and you're going to find out where you put your AB and where you put your BC. Now, since this is A here, I'd imagine AB would go in that direction. Just a little hint there. So go ahead and pause the video, measure these out, build your triangle. All right. A triangle is to be drawn provided the following conditions. The measurements of the 2 angles are 30 and 60, and the length of a side is 10 centimeters. Note that where each of the measurements is positioned is not fixed. So how is the premise of this problem different than exercise 2? So what did we do differently than we did down in exercise 2? Well, I'm going to say in exercise 2, we were given set side lengths. So they drew them out for us. We just had to measure them. And had to put it together. Okay, this one, so we're going to say in this one, or let's say in, okay, we'll just say in this one. I was trying to think if it had a letter, but it just says A. In this one, we were able to create our own side lengths. So that's how they're different. One was given to us, and the other one we had the freedom to pick however long we wanted them to be. So you're not really drawing anything just yet. Now B says, given these measurements, do you think it will be possible to draw more than one triangle so that the triangles drawn will be different from each other? So if you use the same lengths, Could you draw two different triangles? Okay. Or do you think attempting to draw more than one triangle with these measurements will keep producing the same triangle? It'll just be turned around or flipped. All right, so to answer this question, if you have the same side lengths kind of back at number 2, where they already gave it to us and we measured it out, could you possibly have different triangles? And the answer is yes. There will be more than one that can be drawn. And the second question says, is it possible to have two unknown measurements? So we can say yes, it is possible. All right. So let's go down and look at C. So based on the provided measurements, so now we're actually going to build the triangle. Angle A is 30 degrees, angle B is 60, and A and B is 10 centimeters. So how the heck do we start building this triangle? I'm going to help you. We're first going to build our base. AB will be our base. So take your ruler side, measure 10 centimeters. So this is A, and this is B. Now, angle A needs to be 30 degrees. So now make this your vertex. Put that in the center of your protractor. Take your pencil and look at the inside values till you find a 30. I'm going to assume it's right about there. Now, I want you to draw this line really long. Just go long with it. Just like that. Okay? Now, don't label a C just yet. Now, what I want you to do is make this your vertex, move your protractor center to this dot, and you're now going to take your pencil and find the inside number for 60 over this way. So first, let me label that this one's 30. Okay, so take your protractor, find the inside measurement of 60, and put a dot. It'd be somewhere like around there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and connect that. And this, let me see if I can erase this little piece right here, because that was just where I had marked my 30 degrees. This is going to be C, and this creates a 60-degree angle. So there's a triangle ABC, where A is 30, B is 60, and AB is 10. And you're done. All right, the rest of this worksheet, you guys are on your own. You're going to build 2 more triangles and then answer some questions, yes or no's, about those triangles and the situations they give you on those problems. So this finishes this tutorial.